I was craving a Vietnamese banh mi. So I went down to San Jose to a place called Duc Huong. Let's see what I got. There are 3 Duc Huong sandwich shops down in the South Bay. One in, I believe it's Milpitas, and then 2 in San Jose. I've only been to the Milpitas one and the one on Story Road, which is where I went to get these. And those are 2 vastly different shops, at least to me, even though they share the same name. They don't have what I got here is the buy 4, get 1 free. And I don't think they have some of the other stuff like the garlic sandwich rolls, which is, I think I got it for a couple of these. So I'm not going to eat all of these 5. So I got some for the girls and then some I'm going to try myself. So I don't know which ones are which yet. I'm going to open them. I got the veggies on the side because I was taking it to go. And I didn't want it to get soggy. So let me find the ones I want to eat and then we'll start. All right, looks like they messed up my order because on my number 12, which is the spicy Korean pork, it's supposed to be the garlic bread, but they didn't give it to me. So I spent $1.50 extra on 2 garlic breads that I didn't get. And then I also have the number 17, which is their grilled beef, which is supposed to be a new item, and it also costs a little bit more. It's $12.25 as opposed to $8.75 for the other rolls, or the $8.75 for each of the other sandwiches. All right, so I think I'm going to start with the number 12, which is the Korean one. Let me show you what it looks like. It's kind of like a reddish pork, and it has like mayo underneath, and now I'm going to put the vegetables in. There was a long line today that made up of mostly old people. I guess I'm one of them. Right, let's put cucumber. Want some jalapenos. Whoa, look at this jalapeno. And pickled daikons and carrots. There it is. Have a good meal. The Korean pork seasoning is really good. The only thing is I wish it had more spiciness to it. I haven't gotten to the jalapeno yet, so maybe the jalapeno will bring some spice into it, but I wish the seasoning itself had some spice. The bite that has all the vegetables and the meat together, that's the perfect bite. I think instead of eating the second half of the number 12, I'm going to try the number 1, which I also have. The number 1 is my go-to at most Vietnamese sandwich places. So I'd like to see how it compares to this number 12. How's your day going so far? All right, this is the number 1, which is the grilled pork. And as you can see, or if you can remember, I don't have the other one next to it, it's a little bit less red. So let's fill this up with the condiments and see how it goes. All right, there it is with all the vegetables. You know what? I'm glad that I tried the number 1 to compare against the number 12 because they're both pork. The 12 is the Korean spicy pork, which isn't spicy at all. But this one, it's like a lemongrass pork, which is a really good taste. So I think I would probably, because the Korean one isn't spicy, I'd probably go for the number 1. Just because I really like that lemongrass flavor that's in this pork. I don't believe Duc Huong uses pate in their sandwiches. If you're a fan of having pate in your Vietnamese sandwiches, then this might not be the right Vietnamese sandwich shop for you. I loaded more vegetables into it. I think between the 2 pork ones, the number 1 is still my favorite. So here's a grilled beef. It looks like there's some kind of maybe onions or something in there. Also, with the meat. I don't know what it is yet, but hopefully I'll be able to taste it and tell you what it is once I start eating it. So let's pack this one. All right, there it is with all the vegetables. This might be my last one because I also have some dessert I picked up that I want to share with you guys. All right. This beef one definitely has a grilled smoky taste to it. Again, not spicy, but I haven't really bitten into the jalapeno yet either. Let me taste this by itself and see if I can identify what it is. Maybe grilled onions? I think it's grilled onions. The grilled beef is good, but is it worth $3.50 more than the pork ones? I would say no. I'd rather stick with the number 1, the original grilled pork. That was the best one. But if you're not someone that likes pork and you want beef, I guess this is a good alternative. They just charge you more for it. Since I've already said that it's one of my favorite Vietnamese sandwich places, it's probably no surprise that I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Let's see the desserts I have. They're actually very similar. If you can see, they're both green. And this one is called bandalon. And it's a tapioca starch, pandan, sugar, coconut, mung bean, and taro. Oops, there you go. I guess, you can see the taro in the middle of some of these because the colors are different and then the other ones are mung bean. And then this one is soy V, and its ingredients is sticky rice, sugar, coconut, and sesame. You can see the sesame on it. Let's try this one first. It's really sticky. My girls really love these. I'll try the square. This one first. You can see it's kind of like a, I don't know, jelly. So this one has 2 layers of the taro and it has the pandan, green pandan on the outside and in the middle. There's something in there. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of translucent, but right there, and there. I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's not a piece of paper or something. It's a piece of taro. It's not too sweet, but make sure if you're going to eat it with your fingers, like I am, your hands are clean. I'm going to try this round mung bean one. So instead of taro, it has 2 layers of mung bean, and then it has the pandan flavored. I don't know what this is going to be called. Starch, tapioca on the outside and in between. The mung bean is not very sweet at all on this one. And I think most of the sweetness is coming from the pandan on the outside. All right, for this next one, I'm going to break out the fork. This one's very sticky also, but of course it's sticky rice with pandan, I guess, flavoring and food color maybe. Then sesame seeds on the top. There's another version of this where it's like loose rice, but it's sticky. They probably put it in some kind of mold and then compress it to make it into this shape. The sticky rice version is more sweet than this tapioca version. But in the loose rice version, sometimes I like to sprinkle sugar on top just to make it a little bit more sweet. I'm not going to do it this time, but I'm going to have another piece. Just a small one. Or maybe not too small. I'm full, but I'm going to finish this one piece just to satisfy my sweet tooth. I have a feeling these desserts are not made in-house. They probably have like some kind of a vendor come in the mornings and they bring whatever desserts that they're making. And there's also some savory stuff also, not just desserts on the table. All right, that was actually a really good lunch, but I think I ate too much. So I feel like I need a nap now. But anyways, like I was saying, there's 3 locations. I've only been to 2 of them, which are the Milpitas and the Story Road. I highly recommend going to the Story Road one. If you didn't know any better, you would think they're 2 different sandwich shops. And actually, they might be. Maybe they just share the name. All right, if you stuck it out this long, thank you. I really appreciate you. Remember, it's never too late to make it a great day. I will see you in my next video. Take care now. Bye.